welcome to Insights for Positive Living. I've been talking about living a fulfilled life. You were not born to be a struggler. You were not born to be the victim in life. You were born to be the victor. Your attitude toward life determines what it becomes. Everything that happens in your life, there are the seeds of good contained within it. If you look at life and see it as a series of negative events, then that's the kind of life you will live. But if you choose to make life worthwhile, to make life a vivacious event, to make life relevant, then your life comes on the platform of that which is exciting, of that which sends a strong message of positive hope and even a glorious future. Now, fulfillment begins with a choice. I choose to be fulfilled. I choose to connect to the source of my life. I choose to connect to the source of my existence. Now, your life does not exist based on what you have or what you don't have in the natural. If you think to yourself that you will be happy, possibly if you got rich, or if you had more finance, or if you had a better job, or if you had better relationship, now you are bringing your life on a level of that which is actually limited. Now, the limitless capabilities of life are not without, they are within you. Success is always within your reach. Prosperity is always at the point where you are. The essence of true living is an acknowledgement of what you have within as potential, as faith, as hope, as positive expectation. You cannot relate your true life only to that which is experienced in the outer world. When we look at the outer world, it is as a shadow. It is something that passes. Because everything that you face in life, you have to know that it is temporary. There is an issue that you may be facing today which seems insurmountable. But think of it. Tomorrow, in the future, it will become a thing of the past. You never embrace the negativity of your world and allow them to become the controlling factors of your life. You embrace the possibilities of God and know that whatever you desire in life, it is possible. Jesus said in Mark 9 and verse 23, that if you can believe, all things are possible to him that believeth. Now, when we look at life, we must see life as something that is lived from within, not from without. If you face a challenge in life and you see that challenge as something that has the power to break you, then you will always be broken by the challenges of life. You will always be in a place of emotional turmoil. You will always be asking negative questions of why did this have to happen to me? Why do I have to be in this place? Why does God have to allow this to come my way? Let me say that the strong people of this life are people who have a strong resolve. They are people who believe in themselves. They are people who believe in their source. They are people who are connected to the source of their existence, and that is God. They have strong faith and the willpower to overcome in life. Living a fulfilled life is living on top. It is the choice of living above your circumstance, living above the opinions of others, living above your negative feelings, your emotions, living in a place whereby you choose to have a balanced life. As a man thinketh, so is he. You are always creating your world. You don't like your environment? Change your thinking. You don't like the way things are in life? Change your belief. How do you want your world to be? Begin to live from the premise of possibility, not impossibility. Napoleon says that impossibility is only found in the dictionary of fools. But because with God all things are possible. Today you may have a career challenge, but it is not the end of your world. Things can change. Today you may have a financial challenge, but it's not the end of the world. Things can change and will change. Today there may be a problem in your relationship, but you have to know this, that things are changeable. As the universe is in a cycle of change, so are you in a cycle of change. You change your world by changing your thoughts. You change your world by changing your belief. You may not be able to influence those around you to think the way you want them to think, but you can influence your own world by believing differently. You were born with a purpose. You have a divine call on your life. There is a divine approval to your life. Now, have you ever felt that those you trusted, believed in, had high expectation from, they do not give you the approval that you wanted? They do not give you the self-definition that you expected of them? Let me say that your friends does not define you. Your relations do not define you. You are divinely defined. What do I mean by that? The way you think and feel about yourself, if it is positive, that's the way God thinks and feels about you. If there are negatives that you think and feel about yourself, those are negatives that comes out of a negative emotion, a negative thought pattern. You can change it. Let me say that you are someone worthwhile. You are intelligent. The source of intelligence is within you because the source of true intelligence is divine. In Job 32 and verse 8, it says, there is a spirit in man, and the inspiration of the Almighty gives him understanding. There are no foolish people in life. There are only people detached from the source of divine intelligence. When man recognizes that he is connected with God, it is more than academic intelligence. It's more than intellectual intelligence. It is the intelligence that defines our destiny. It is the intelligence that brings us to the place of our true purpose. It is the intelligence that shows us that our lives are important, that the stamp of divine approval is upon us, and that we do not have to live lives that are wasted, lives that are frustrated, lives that are out of place, lives that are out of balance. We can come into the full stream of who we were created to be. And so you can choose to live a happy life, a joyous life, a victorious life. That life is lived based on the force of faith. Now, what is faith? Faith is that substance of the things we hope for. It is the evidence or proof of the things we do not see. It is said that faith is an assurance. It is a confirmation. It is the title deed or the proof of ownership of the things we desire or what we hope for. Every time you look through the eyes of faith, you see things differently. When the challenges of life confronts you, and you use that telescope of faith, then you will see farther. You will see beyond. You will always have a positive mindset, and you will have positive expectations. Let me say today, your world is already designed by God. You're designed to be a winner. You're designed to overcome. You're designed to step out of that cocoon of impossibility and step into your world of possibilities. You can rise above whatever it is today that seems to be holding you back. You can live your life based not on how things look in the natural, but what you perceive in the spirit. I am going to be happy today should be your declaration. I have the right to life. I have the right to live. It is your human right to exist. It is your divine right to be fulfilled. Now, if you choose to be fulfilled, then you will discover that whatever you thought could not work out will work out for you. Now, if you approach every day with the belief that things are going to be better today, that things are going to work in my favor, that the favor of God is upon my life, I guarantee you that they will work out. David had this to say in Psalms 5 and verse 12, that God will bless the righteous. I want you to know that you are blessed by God. You are not a victim of a curse. And even if there was a curse, I declare today that the blessing of God is removing that curse from your life, and that you're moving into the mainstream of God's blessing. That blessing is that which confers prosperity upon you. It is that which brings you to the path of favor. It says that favor will surround you as a shield. I see the favor of God surrounding your life today as a shield. And whatever it is that has been a monster in your life, I declare you are now the master. I proclaim good, and I believe your future is favorable. Well, I trust that something I've said today has inspired you. And until our next telecast, remember these words, that your destiny is not left to chance. It is a matter of choice. You can choose your future, and your best days are before you. They are not behind you.